Hey guys. Hey guys, Dexter. Yep, in the backyard. I'm about to let you guys get a look at the garden. I'm looking down at it now so you guys can see some of the tomatoes that have started on my plants. Now, I'm late. There are other people that are pulling tomatoes off their plants. Tomato, squash, cucumbers, everything. I am late. But I do have some tomatoes on there. I had 12 varieties, 37 individual plants of tomatoes, plus 3 varieties of potatoes. My sweet peppers, I have 4 colors, I think. And my okra just did not take off at all. So, all right, guys, without any further ado, I'm going to turn around and we're going to start walking through the garden. Okay, since we're up this end, I'm going to go ahead and I said tomatoes. I'm going to start with the peppers because they're right over here. So my peppers are coming in. You can see now these are the red peppers. And you can see that little pepper in there. Can you guys see that one? And there are 2 here. Y'all see them? And these are the red ones. This is a potato plant that volunteered. Something is eating on my other pepper plants, but these are my black peppers. So I'm looking forward to, and I think I have one on here that died. Let me get over here and see. It looks like, it really looks like that one. If you guys can see where my finger is, you can see that one. I'm gonna touch it and see if it falls over. Yeah, it did. Oh no, did it? Yeah, it did. It was dead. So eventually they're gonna come up with something in here. This is gonna be a kind of long, slow one, guys. Here are the yellow peppers, and you can see that pepper on there. And then I have my purples, which that's a pepper right there. And something has been eating them. Look at this. Ate it down. I mean, tore it up. But you see the little flowers on this pepper, so that one should be starting to produce. And this one has a pepper on it. Did you guys see that one? I'll show it to you. Okay. These are my red potatoes. And I never did throw more dirt on them, but I need to. I'm seeing the humps in there, so I am certain there are potatoes under there right now. These are my red potatoes. Now, I told you guys I composted what was in the garden already and threw it back in the garden. I made this row to grow my sweet potatoes on. Well, when I did that, what was in this row, what turned out to be in this row was some of my mustards from last year, and they'd gone to seed. So those mustards you see right there, they look like they're going to seed in the summertime. That's why greens are better to plant in the fall, because these plants now think that it's time to bolt. They think that they're supposed to go to seed because it's the summertime. So they're my cabbage that volunteered for me, and some bugs tore it up, y'all. I didn't pay much attention to them because they were volunteers. You can see this is the sweet potato row, and I'm gonna be digging in the ground again this year, getting sweet potatoes out. I'm definitely gonna have to put more dirt on top of these so I can get more sweet potatoes on top, because I did not really like digging for those sweet potatoes. Here are the collard greens that volunteered. So for those folks that don't realize, collard greens will grow in the summer. They will. They are a fall plant. That's why you get a lot of collard greens around Thanksgiving. They will grow in the fall. They will do well in the fall. You can grow them in a winter garden. This is a green, I think it's a turnip. No, this is a mustard. This is a mustard green that volunteered for me. I just went ahead and snatched it out because they're going to flower. I really should have let those seeds come out, huh? Don't worry. Got some right here, so I'll let those bolt. And you saw that little grasshopper hop away. That's what's been eating my stuff. So here are my tomato plants. So we went all the way down the bottom, got to the tomatoes eventually. This one has a little tomato on it. Can you guys see that tomato? That one, and you can see that the weight of these plants is actually weighing down the support rope I had, so I'm gonna have to tighten that rope up. That's just for the plants, and I don't want my plants on the ground this year. Did that not last year, year before, and I lost a lot of tomatoes. It would be embarrassing to tell you about what percentage. Well over half. Well over half. This guy hit the ground. This is why I walk my tomatoes every day. It rained last night, and this guy, I don't really have them tied onto here. I have them more like leaning. And this one isn't quite tall enough to get a bunch of limbs over there so he can lean. I'm sorry, guys. Trying to fix a tomato that hit the ground, and I bet you guys didn't even see that because I am not good at doing two things at once. Here's a tomato plant that's going to have tomatoes on it if it doesn't. This plant, and I'm centering on, has tomatoes on it. You guys can see that, and if I can find one of the tags, I can tell you what type of plant this is. That might be a Queen of the Night. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are Queen of the Night. So these are going to be black shoulder. Those are going to turn black shoulder. This one, I think this one has some on it. Don't worry. As soon as I get out of the ground, get you guys off the line, I'm going to find all kinds of tomatoes on all of these plants. So this one is a, where did I put that tag for this one? These are not all Queen of the Night, I know. I just got to find the tag I put in the ground. Here it is. This one is a Grappolo, basically a small Italian tomato. That's a small Italian red tomato. And that's what it looks like too, you can see it. They're supposed to be really fruitful, really plentiful. So 1, 2, 3 of those. So those should be a bunch of little reds. This is the one right here. Let me find the tag for it and I can tell you. A blue tomato. This tomato is going to have a blue tint. This one, and this one, they're going to be bluish. How many minutes is this thing running so far? I don't want to keep you guys forever, but I do want you to see what's out here. Let me see. This plant struggled and I had to cut it back. You can hardly even see it. It looks like one of the weeds. This plant struggled and had to be cut back. So it's coming out, but it's not going to produce much. You're only going to have a couple of plants that are going to produce most of your tomatoes. That's how it works. And you don't know which ones to start with. This plant, let's see what type it is. What happens, I put the tag in and then the plant started growing. So this is a yellow bumblebee. This tomato is going to be yellow. This one's going to be yellow. This one's going to be yellow. This is one of my Bosc tomato blue bumblebee. So this one's going to be yellow too. So this is going to be a yellow tomato. This is going to be a yellow bumblebee. It's supposed to be a yellow smaller tomato. This one and this one are yellow bumblebees. These are my black tomatoes. Finally got a tomato coming off that one. You see that tomato right there? Got some buds on it. Here's a tomato. Let me see what plant this is. You can see, can you guys, where's that tomato? Where'd it go? Right here. That tomato and it's another one I just saw on here. Yeah, this one. That tomato. These are Cherokee purples. Oh my goodness, Cherokee purples are delicious. The black ones are supposed to be as fruitful or even more tasty than the Cherokee purples. And Cherokee purples are, if you ever had one, you would know it. Cherokee purples will spoil you. All right, guys, that's about it from the garden right now. Anything comes up, and of course, I'll let you know. Talk to you later. Bye.